Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Saturday, December 10th, 2016, and it is cold out. The high temperature for today is supposed to be 37 degrees. I am currently wearing multiple layers, both above and below my waist, and my face is currently so cold that it is difficult for me to form words with my mouth. And yet, here I am on a stream in Somerset County, New Jersey, trying to catch some trout. My target today is some of the holdover rainbow trout that were stocked a couple months ago. And maybe, if we're really lucky, I'll be able to tie into one of the wild brown trout that live around here. So, while every smart person in New Jersey is sitting by the fire with a cup of hot chocolate, I'm going to see if I can catch some trout today. Oh boy, look at this. We got ice. Should make my ice fishing friends very happy to see that stuff around. As for me, not so much. I'm starting off today fishing with this little Rapala X-Wrap, which is a suspending jerkbait. I find that lures like this are good in the wintertime because they can provoke a reaction strike from really a bunch of different types of fish. I don't normally use spinners this time of year. Spinners are normally very good for catching trout in streams, but when the water gets really cold, like it is now, the fish just don't want to chase them. So you have to wind up digging a little bit deeper into your bag of tricks, maybe thinking outside the box a bit. There is just enough of a cold breeze today to make things uncomfortable. I know it's not official on the calendar yet, but winter has definitely sunk its teeth into New Jersey, and it doesn't look like it's going to let go anytime soon. This is a very, very trying time to be a fisherman in this state. This is the time of year when the sun hangs low and cold in the south sky, and even 9-to-5ers like me wind up working from sun up to sundown. So that means no more warm evenings, no more after-work trips, and if the rumblings from my ice fishing buddies are correct, soon there will hardly be any open water left in this state. So, even though it's cold and miserable, I gotta go out because the window is rapidly closing, and fishing in the cold is a lot better than not fishing at all. I'll tell you, the one good thing about fishing this time of year is you usually got the whole place to yourself. Because like I said before, the smart people are indoors today, leaving us crazies and maniacs with all the fish in the world. So, if you can stand the cold, I guess that's not too bad of a trade-off. You smell that? Smells like trout. There's got to be a trout in here. Now the question is, can I get him to bite? I just saw a fish roll on this. There's one in here, guys. I knew it. I knew I smelled something. There he is. That's a rainbow. Decent sized fish. Yes, sir. Look at that. Big orange bellied fish. It's got some interesting colors for a rainbow trout. Look at him. He was sweet on that bait. He swiped at it a couple times before he actually took it. Huh. Well, it's definitely a male. Alright, let's get him back in the water then. There you go. Alright. I'm all thumbs right now. It's these gloves. In fact, I'm going to take these gloves off for now. They're really cramping my style. Might regret it later. But damn it, I need to make some good casts here. Just had one swipe at it. There's a fish in here too. Good thing I took those gloves off so I could make decent casts. Alright, I think this fish has either been put down or he's just not going to eat. I'm going to move on. What the heck? What happened? Look at this. I don't know. I might have scared this fish out of the water and then it jumped up onto the ice. And now look at this. That's absolutely nuts. I've never seen that before. Alright, buddy, I'm going to help you out. I'll put you back in the water where you belong. And there he goes. Well, that's one way to catch him, I suppose. God, I've never seen that before. That's wild. Okay, guys, after I caught that rainbow, I rolled one other fish. I couldn't get him to bite, and I haven't seen anything else since then. And I've worked pretty far down from where I started, so I'm going to head back and I'm going to drive to another spot. And we'll see if we can close out the day there, maybe with some more fish. We'll see. So I'll be back in a jiffy. And I'm back. For you, it was about a second. For me, it was a long walk and a short drive. So I'm at the second spot. This is the same stream. It's just a little bit further up. And this section is normally where you find the wild browns hanging out. And that's really what I'm hoping to get today. The stocked rainbows, they're fun and all, but it's kind of hard to get too excited about fish that have been living essentially in concrete swimming pools for most of their lives. So the wild brownies, I'm all about those though. I switched away from that little X-wrap because, well, if we're being totally honest, I lost it in a tree. So instead of risking another one of my $8 crankbaits, I switched over to the little white grub on a jig head. Not just because if I lose it I'm only out about 15 cents, but also I found that wild browns really seem to respond to this lure. I've done really well on brown trout using this lure in small creeks. So I'm hoping that streak continues today. We shall see. Okay guys, well, this spot looks like a bust. There's really nothing moving. I think I got time to hit one more spot before it gets too dark. So sit tight, I'll be back in a second. And I'm back again. Another short drive, and I am at the final spot here on our Somerset County trout tour. It's a different stream from before. It's actually a tributary of the stream I was just fishing. And this spot is normally good for a trout or two. So hopefully we can poke around here and end the day on a high note, which doesn't include getting me snagged on a branch, which I almost just did. There we go, fish on. Oh, You're not a trout. That is a little fall fish. Or a creek chub, I'm not sure. It's tough to tell when they're this small. But he's not what I'm after. I'll tell you what though, if I thought there was some big smallmouths around, I'd stick a hook in this guy's back and live line him. Because smallmouths just can't get enough of those. Wow, look at that. Completely locked up. Get those tip-ups out of the attic. It is almost time. Okay, so this spot didn't want to give up the goods either. And I am all out of time, so that's going to be the end of my day right here. If the weather forecast is correct for the rest of December, this might be my last fishing trip for 2016. And if that is the case, I just wanted to thank all of you for joining me on what has been a fantastic year of fishing in and around New Jersey. And I hope you all have a safe and happy holiday season. And with that, I will see you on the next adventure.